What's up YouTube? Welcome back to Celio's Network. Today we're going to take a look at a few competitive but budget decks in the Chilling Reign standard format on Pokemon TCG Online. So if you want to be entering some Play.Limitless tournaments, or you're playing in the Team Challenge 2, or you want to get ready for when real life events come back, but you don't want to spend any more than about $50 or so on Pokemon TCG Online codes to trade for the cards you need, then you've come to the right place, because I estimate that any one of these decks will not cost more than about $50 in PTCGO codes to then scan the codes into the game and trade for the exact cards you need. Now, if you are looking to buy PTCGO codes, be sure to do it over at PoTownStore.com and use code CELIO for 5% off to help you stay on that budget. And if you want to see all of my deck lists and get PTCGO imports for the deck lists, be sure to check out my link that I have in the description for PokemonCard.io to see all of my standard format deck lists. And as new sets come out, I will be updating deck lists and adding new deck lists to that collection on there. So we're going to look at 3 decks today, and these are all 3 decks that I could see performing well in tournaments. Now, I could give you guys budget decks that will be free to play or cost, $10 of codes, but they probably wouldn't be decks that I would take to a tournament myself. So my goal here is to show you guys good decks that I would consider taking to a tournament myself, or play if I wanted to win games on the PTCGO Versus or against friends or in the Team Challenge 2 or anything else that I mentioned, but staying on a budget. So that is the goal here today. Competitive, yet on the cheaper side. So the first one's going to be ADP Z, or ADP Zacian. And do keep in mind, sometimes when you import the PTCGO, it's just going to give you some of the highest rarity of the cards you have. So like this Cricketune, for example, it's a full art, but you could go trade for the regular Cricketune V. It's not going to change anything. This Mawile is a rainbow rare. You could still get the regular rare Mawile. So if you have some of these in your collection already, go ahead and bling out your deck with them. But if not, make sure you're trading for the lowest rarity possible of the cards. So ADP-Z, some of the important cards of this will be rotating out in September, but it is a very strong deck for the next 3 months still. ADP is a bit of an older card, which came out about 2 years ago in the Cosmic Eclipse expansion. I've talked about this card and these decks a lot on the channel, so I'll be going into a little bit more based on how to get these at a budget. ADP and Zacian both come in an ADP Zacian League battle deck, which you can buy the code for on PoTownStore.com, and that also comes with some of the trainers you'll be needing, or you can just buy the newest set of codes, Chilling Reign. If you're new to Pokemon TCG Online economy and how the trade economy works, whatever the newest set is, as long as it's a main set like Battle Styles, Chilling Reign, Evolving Skies, that's typically going to be the pack of cards that people want to trade for. So I did some searching on the trades before doing this video. Galarian Zapdos looks like you can trade about 2 or 3 Chilling Reign code packs for it. Crobat should be pretty cheap since it's come out in Darkness Ablaze and as promos and in Shining Fates. Dedenne, you should be able to get these fairly cheap as well, since we'll be rotating out of Standard soon, and it's been in League Battle decks and things like that. Zacian, again, it's been given out for free on PTCGO. ADP is actually on the Versus ladder right now, so you can actually just grind the Versus ladder a bit and get that for free and save yourself a bit there. But this is a very, very strong deck, one of the most popular decks in competitive play, one of the most successful decks in competitive play. I featured it yesterday in my power rankings video for the Chilling Reign standard format, so if you haven't checked that out and you want to see what some of the best decks in standard format are, this exact list is actually featured in that. So definitely check that out if you haven't already. And like I said, you can go grab the PTCGO import at the PokemonCard.io link that I have in the description. And this deck should cost you about $50 of Chilling Reign PTCGO codes to trade for in the public trade ladder. Now, before we go into the next deck, I think that's a good segue to go to the trade ladder, just in case you're new or you just haven't used the trades before. What I will typically do is click cards and click I am getting and apply, have acceptable trades only on, and in the search, we'll just go ahead and type Galarian Zapdos V. Now you want to make sure you're absolutely accurate with your spaces, your spelling, and everything, or it will not show up. And then click enter on your keyboard. And then I'll usually give this a couple clicks. I don't know if it actually does anything, but it seems that everything will load by the time you click this in and out a couple times, because it does take the trade ladder a little while to load in. And you'll see there's a lot of trades going. 3 Chilling Reign for 1 Galarian Zapdos V. You'll see all of these. 3 Chilling Reign for 1 Galarian Zapdos V. So this is what the public value is. But if I were to create a trade, public trade, and say I am getting Galarian Zapdos, and choose the regular art, and say I am giving 1 pack of Chilling Reign. Actually, let's say 2 packs. I typically, so since the public trade says people are asking 3 packs, I think 2 packs would be a very good offer to try to get this quickly. And then you would click done, and then you choose to pay coins for how long you're leaving the trade up. I usually just do 8 hours, because if it's a fair trade, it'll usually go through pretty quickly. So if people are asking 3 packs for something, and that's like the popular asking price, go ahead and offer 2, and it will probably go through. And that rhymed, so that's your advice. Offer 2, it'll probably go through. So moving on from ADPZ, we're going to take a look at Malamar next here. So this Malamar deck is mostly comprised of non-V, non-GX Pokemon, which is going to help it be on the cheaper side. Again, if you see some max rarity cards, just assume, get the lowest rarity one. For Boss's Orders in particular, this Boss's Orders with Lysander on it from Shining Fates, the non-holo one, is the cheapest one. And then the Giovanni one's a holo, so that's a little bit more expensive, but not by much. So this one's really cheap. I saw that you can get like 3 Malamars for a pack, for 1 pack. I saw I think it was 4 Inkay and 3 Malamar for 2 packs. So if you don't have any Chilling Reign cards yet, you could probably get a 4/4 line of Malamar for either 2 or 3 packs of Chilling Reign. The Octillery and Remoraid's are from Battle Styles, but they are not very expensive. The Sobbles and this Inteleon are both from Chilling Reign, so if you opened up some of the new packs yet, you might have already gotten them, but they shouldn't be too expensive. Maybe 4 of these Sobbles for a pack, 4 of this Drizzle for a pack, 2 of this Inteleon for a pack, and 2 of this Inteleon for a pack. And then you'll have extras anyway if you're building other decks with this Inteleon line, and it is a very popular line. So if you pick up extras of these, it's fine to have a 4 of Drizzle, 2 of this Inteleon, 3 of that Inteleon, because you might have different counts in different decks. But this one, I think you should be able to get it for actually much less lower than $50 worth of PTCGO codes. So you might even be able to use some of the leftover codes from ADPZ on this, or build this with $50 worth, and then use whatever you didn't use for this to start building your next deck. And the thing is, this is actually a very strong deck. It seemed like it was going to be kind of just like a casual fun deck coming out of Chilling Reign. But Rapid Strike Tentacles lets you reveal any number of Rapid Strike cards from your hand, and it does 40 damage for each card you revealed. So it can one-shot anything, really. And it's a non-V Pokemon, and attacks for just 1 Psychic Energy. I do have a deck profile and gameplay with this deck on the channel from the day Chilling Reign came out on PTCGO, and the deck really did impress me. So give that video a watch and see if this one might be the deck for you. Now, lastly, we are going to look at Dragapult Vmax. So Dragapult Vmax, again, it's going to have the Inteleon line. Look at that. It also has the Galarian Zapdos. It has the Dene. So once you start building these decks, you're going to notice a lot of the important cards are going to intertwine throughout the deck lists, and you'll have parts of other decks, and then your next deck will be cheaper, and your next deck will be cheaper, and so on. So Dragapult Vmaxes are going for about 2 to 3 packs. And I saw trades going for like 2 Dragapult Vs and a Dragapult Vmax for 6 packs, which is a really good price. Like we already said, the Galarian Zapdos, you could probably get those for 2 packs. So Dragapult Vmax, another one. Since I saw it going for 3 packs on public trade, you could probably post some trades going 2 packs for 1 Dragapult Vmax, and you'll be good to go. But do note, when I'm saying packs, I'm specifically referencing the Chilling Reign packs. Like I said, the newest set is always the going currency. So if you're using battle styles, you could double up and say like 6 battle styles for a Dragapult Vmax, but I can't guarantee people are going to accept that because everybody wants the new currency. But this is a really fun deck to play. It spreads damage around with both Dragapult Vmax and the new Rapid Strike Inteleon, and it uses Galarian Zapdos and Aurora Energy to counter Eternatus Vmax, which hits Dragapult for weakness and is a really bad matchup for Dragapult, but Galarian Zapdos hits the Eternatus right back for weakness, so it's really, really awesome to have in this deck. And all these decks really are, like I said, competitive and fun and have a lot of depth to them. And I think all 3 of these are great choices if you're a beginner, if you're building a deck for a friend, if you're building a deck for your kid, or if you just want to try out the Pokemon TCG. Maybe you've dabbled in other card games. You don't want to spend more than like $50 on a card game you're not sure of yet, but your friends are going to start competing. So let's try it out. That's what I'm here for today. So if I have any questions I can answer for you in the comments down below, please let me know. And check out my stream over at twitch.tv/CeliosNetwork. Any links you might need are in the description down below. And we have a great Discord community growing, so be sure to join that as well. And use code Celio for 5% off over at potownstore.com if that's where you choose to buy your codes, which I suggest you do because it's a great website. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed the video. And have a great day. I'll see you next time here on Celios Network.